Hello, hello, this is Rosa RCG Creations. How's it going? How's it doing? Hope everything's going good for y'all. We're doing good. Oh, my scraggly hair. I can see that. Just grab my scragglies. This is, it is, there's a glare in my light. 10 minutes to 7. I've been up since 5 this morning. Hubby went to work, had to go to work, and I couldn't sleep. My day off today, Saturday. And I just kind of goofed around this morning and was like, oh, I gotta make a cake. And the cake calls for a cake box, which I don't have, and pudding, which I have one box, but I need 2 boxes. And I just didn't feel like getting dressed and going to the store. So you know what? I'm going to make it from scratch. So here we go. This is instant pudding mix that you make and prepare, and you put it in a sealed airtight container. I use my mason jars. And you save it whenever you need it. And I'm on the jar itself. Of course, I'm going to label it, then I'm going to put on there how much it takes to make the pudding. And what's nice about this is you would add cocoa powder if you want chocolate cake. You would add, brown sugar instead of white sugar if you want to make butterscotch pudding. Never heard of that, but that's pretty good. And if you want to make lemon pudding, you would add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of zest, and 1 tablespoon of butter when you get ready to prepare it. But right now this is just a plain Jane home dry mix, basically like for vanilla pudding. Then you add whatever it is that you want it. And I will put all these little tidbits in the description box. And if you want a rich flavor pudding, you would use 1 cup of boiling water and 1 cup of warm milk when you make your pudding. And then you can also do this if you want to do it for pies. Like if you want to do chocolate pie filling, you would use 1½ cups of the mix with 3 tablespoons of the cocoa powder, 3 cups of the boiling water, and go on. You could do this dairy-free or vegan, and you can make as many batches as you want. Totally up to you. You do double or triple, whatever it is. And even have a little tidbit in here for a half-size batch of pudding. Use 1/2 cup of the mix with 1 cup of boiling water if making a chocolate version. Add 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder and butter and vanilla. And if you want to make a larger batch, there's a description on how to do all that. So I was goofing around the internet because I was like, today was my goof off day. Today I just didn't feel like messing with too much. I didn't do much. I did 2 chores, but that was it. But it was a big chore, okay? And so let's get started. Okay, so I went ahead and did everything because this was going to take me forever, and I had mess. I had flour everywhere. Excuse me, it wasn't flour, it was powdered milk. It was everywhere because it just was flying. I got some in my eye, got some in my hair. I went to the bathroom and I had white all over. I go, I didn't realize I get so much gray. I wiped it down, it was coming off. So that was the powdered milk. So you used a normal mix, okay? Which, let's see, she put on here, yeah, this 1 batch makes 3 cups of a mix, okay? And let's see, each pudding mix will yield about 4 servings of cooked pudding of about 1/2 cup size. So this mix itself makes it 3 cups, okay? So you're going to use 2 cups of dry powder, 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of white sugar, 3/4 cup cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and I was like, oh no, I had 2.5, because I did this times 4 because I made a double up. I quadrupled the recipe because I'm gonna put some in a Ziploc baggie and I'm gonna give a package to my granddaughter and 1 to my grandson. I'm gonna let each one to them with the directions so they can make their own pudding. And I'm gonna make a copy of this little thing. So that way, if they want to make their own pudding, they can have their own pudding, and they're all good to go. And, oops, that's my reminder. Okay. And then, when I was getting to the cornstarches, I was so far out, I go, oh no, so, y'all know my subscribers know I have a bulk storage. And my 1 little jar that I had that much left in it. And I go, oh my God, I can't believe that I went that low and I didn't order more. That's not like me. That's why I label everything so I know when I'm down to the last jar, I know that's the last jar, I know to order more. So I'm sitting there moving things around. Well, sure enough, 3 quart-sized jars were in the very back of the pantry. They had the labels. How they got back there, I don't know. I don't know why I moved them around, because I have them all in their OCD, and they've got to be in their secret order, all in one line. But anyway, so I was like, I was sweating bullets for a while. There was like, no, I'm going to have to go to the store. I want to go to the store. And stuff. So I found that, but I was like panicking. So that took like 30 minutes of my time having to go hunt and find. And then we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon salt. So I'm going to bring you to this. This is one way. I don't know if you know this. Some people do, but I know some new people who are new to baking. Like I was new to baking a couple years ago. Is how do you know? I lose track because life happens and you lose track. How many cups was that? How many teaspoons was that? If you pour it into your bowl in little mounds, and then you can count like, here's the cups of the sugar, and this is the tablespoons of the sugar. So you're able to count and keep track. So that way you know where you're at and how many you need to go or how many you have. Oh, bear with me. Let me move that around for you. Okay, so now with this, because we're dealing with powdered sugar that's been in the jar stored, or even if you just bought it from fresh, you have no way of knowing how long it sat there at the store. Let me move you around. Okay, you want to sift it. And I did a lot of research and a lot of reading. And I got a little baby sifter. I got this shoot maybe like 15, 20 years ago. I hadn't never used it since. Okay, and I got flour all over it. Flour's everywhere. I mean, the dry powdered milk was everywhere. So anyway, you want to sift everything. And this is the reason I got 2 big bowls. So what I'm going to do, of course, you can whisk the whole thing and whisk. But I don't got to bother about that. I'm not wasting. That's clean. I haven't used it. I just brought it out just to show you. So I used the same one that I used to put in my scooper, where I measured everything. No sense in getting another tool dirty. And I'm going to get a let me show you. This is my powdered milk. And it's going to get all mixed together, so I don't care about cross-contamination, because we don't care, because it's going to get all mixed up. And you know what? I need to pour this in here. This is my bigger bowl. And you definitely, if you're going to do this batches, this many, get yourself some big bowls. I got another bigger bowl, but it's plastic. I want to get one just like it, but I want it to be metal. So if I'm using some hot liquids, it's in there. Oh, I just made a big mess. That's okay. Now I'm just going to sift it. Look at all that powder. You see all that? You see all that powder? Can you see that? You know, I can see it, but I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Okay. I need to have my little fan. Blow it that way. Let me get my little fan on. You see, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. That's going to blow everything that way. Away from me. I got to clean up this mess. So, where I lay down the sifter. Now, because I'm OCD and I don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to sift this twice before I'm going to consider it done. And pretty well incorporated. Okay? Now, that's just going to be me. Yep, that fan's blowing it out of the way. And it makes everything very, very fine. So then you know it's pretty much mixed up. And I'm going to do this a little bit more. I'm not going to keep you here to watch me do this. And I'll bring you back. Oop. I guess you don't need to overfill this too much. Oop. Let me get back here. Yeah, I was out of frame. Sorry about that. Okay, something's clogging that up. I think, oh, yep, I had too much in there. I guess you don't want to, I don't know. For those who know, put in the comment box. I guess it also depends on your sifter of, are you supposed to? Are you allowed? Because I figured I could take this whole space, but I don't know. Maybe I can't. I don't know. Because yeah, it's working just fine. It's just sifting just good. Okay. Ooh, but it's smoking. So I'm going to go ahead and do all this, and I'll bring you back, and then we'll do the finished project. I'm not going to make the pudding or anything today, because I've got to make the cake mix. Then I'll bring you back, and I'll tie all these videos into each other. I'll link them in the description box. We'll be back. Okay, we are back. Finished, and I cleaned up my mess, because I have white flake powder everywhere. Hubby was walking, he was barefooted. He was walking on the floor. He goes, "What'd you spill on the floor?" I go, "I didn't spill nothing. I didn't spill nothing." But it was the flyaway for the sifted. But I got half a gallon, almost half a gallon. It probably would have made half a gallon. But I ended up, these are for the grandkids. This is 1 cup increment vanilla. So I got 4 vanillas. And I got 2 tablespoons of cocoa so they can have chocolate pudding. So they're each going to get 3 bags. So they got 2 vanilla and 1 chocolate, or however they want to make it. It's totally up to them, for them to make, and they can get to enjoy this store-bought. I gotta wipe down these bags because there's powdered milk everywhere. Or I can't really tell with the powdered milk because I did sift this twice. Between the 2 jars, 2 big bowls, I went back and forth, and then it did end up going with the whisk because I wanted to make sure that everything got very well incorporated. So anyway, this is my take on how to make your own homemade pudding mix that's shelf stable. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye. Okay, we are back to making the pudding. So we're going to put 1 cup of the mix. We're going to slowly add some boiling water because I just got it boiling. And it says slowly add it in and then stir as you, oops, glad I got a long spoon. Let me mix more of this. And put this on medium heat. It says medium heat. I don't know how slow is slowly. If anybody knows, please put it in the comment section. Okay, so it says to pour the milk mix into a saucepan. Slowly add 2 cups boiling water, stirring as you add the water. Then cook on the stove over medium heat for 3 to 5 minutes. So, timer. Let's do 4 minutes. Let's just go ahead and do 5. And it's going to thicken as it cooks, and it's going to thicken even more as it sits after I get it off the heat. So we're going to stir this for 5 minutes. It says continue to stir. Stirring constantly until the mixture is thickened. So constantly means I continue to stir the whole 5 minutes. If anybody knows what something's different, please let me know. Oh yeah, I could feel it. You could see it. It's definitely starting to get thicker. Look at that. See, it's getting thick. I've got my butter, my melted butter, and my vanilla on my stove. I just baked the cake, so my stove is hot, and it'll stay melted. Because you add that after the 5 minutes is over with. Then you add those in there and mix it all up. Then you put it in a container and put it in the fridge to cool. I'm making hubby asked for a Boston cream pie. His birthday's tomorrow. That's his favorite. So first time making one. Never made one, and this is totally from scratch, so I don't know what I'm doing, but the recipe seemed fairly easy. It's a little tedious, but not a whole lot. Oh, definitely, look at that. Here's 3 minutes. Here's 3 minutes, because it says 3 to 5 minutes. Stirring constantly, but look at that. It's already getting thick. I think I'm still going to leave it for 5, since that's what my alarm is set for. And I'm continuing to scrape the sides of the pan, because I don't want anything to scorch. And that's the reason you need to continue to stir, is so nothing scorches. It's on medium heat. Yeah, it's on medium heat. So I'm going to leave it on medium heat. Oh yeah. Looking good, looking good. Okay, we'll bring you back when we get to the next phase. We still got 2 more minutes. Okay, we're just about done. And as a side note, I could definitely tell that at 3 minutes it was okay, but it is getting thicker and thicker, so I'm glad I waited. But continue to scrape the bottom of the pan, because I could see where it was starting to get thick. And it was starting to stick a little bit, so make sure you get all the corners of the bottom of your pot. Okay. There's the timer. Making sure that's not hot. There's my butter and vanilla. Mix it up. And we're ready to put this in a container and let it cool in the fridge. And we'll bring you back. There we go. We'll bring you back when it's set, and we'll do the taste test. Alrighty? Hey, we're doing the taste test of the vanilla pudding. And I already had a taste. I can't have too much, but it is very, very yummy. 2 thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.